Over spring break, I took part in the Hofstra in Cuba program, where me and 17 other students traveled to Havana, Cuba to immerse ourselves in their culture. We learned about their music, their food, their occupations, and their day-to-day lives. Not only are we leaving Cuba with a new sense of appreciation for our beautiful next-door neighbor, but we are leaving with a network of professionals, of friends that we hope we can return and visit someday soon.
My favorite thing about our time in Cuba was the food and the culture and how friendly the people were there.
Why'd I choose to travel to Cuba? Personally, I love to travel and I like to experience new adventures to go on.
One of my biggest takeaways from my 9 days in Cuba was that although internet access is a real big challenge on the island, it's also one of their strongest assets. We're seeing a lot of Cubans using their voice, using their platforms to bring more awareness and hopefully change.
The entire trip was just facing who I am and learning about myself in a way that I'd never done before, especially away from home, especially away from the shelters and privileges of living in America. Another favorite memory that I had in Cuba has to be getting driven around in an old-timer car, a car that was featured in the Fast and Furious franchise. I mean, that memory is shared with Crystal, with Athena, with Dean Murillo, getting to go down the streets of Old Havana, going down the road of the Malecon, seeing the waves at night. I mean, the entire trip had so many ups and downs, and I'm just so grateful to have had to experience all that.
This is the only part of the Natural History Museum with some Cuba on it.
My favorite part of Cuba was learning about the sustainable practices at the Finca Marta farm, and of course, eating the fresh honey and watermelon.
¿Qué hago?
Your name.
¿Sí? Tengo que cortarme el pelo. Mi nombre es Mama, pero me llaman jefe. Aquí en La Habana, con la familia.